they saw the name of God, what we can call Dajjal, his name, on a Mount Temple. He saw this name on the Temple Mount, and he brought his friend, and his friend, he said that I do not believe it until I see it. Before I show you the video about this name of God that appeared on the Temple Mount, I want to, dear my sisters, talk to you a little bit about Abu Sayyad. Abu Sayyad is very, very important for our topic, for this discussion, because this kind of lies, this kind of rumors, and this kind of making things up story is continuing on since the time of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This is nothing new. When these two Yahudi, they saw the name of God on the Temple Mount, it reminded me about Ibn Sayyad. Who is Ibn Sayyad? Now, his name was Safi or Abdullah ibn Sayyad, means he is the son of Sayyad. He was one of the Jew in Medina. Some other narration, it says he actually was a Muslim. Some others said he converted to Islam. Ibn Sayyad, as we know, he was a fortune teller. Sometimes his predictions will come true. Sometimes it will not come true. He was someone who did not refuse completely that he was Dajjal. At the same time, he said, I am the Dajjal. Means he gave some indication. So he was very, very contradicting in his own statement. So for example, when he was said, are you Dajjal? He said, no, I'm not a Dajjal. I'm not the Dajjal at all. Then he said, but I know who Dajjal is, his name, the name of his father, his mother, and I know where he is. So he is contradicting himself all the time. In fact, the concept of Dajjal is so vague and is so confusing. The scholars, they actually have avoided this topic and said that we cannot, for example, Bukhari, he said that the story of Omar believing it to be more sahih. So Omar bin Khattab, he believed that Ibn Sayyad was the Masih Dajjal. Bukhari, he said, I believe in that story. So Bukhari did not even mention the story of Tamim ad-Dari. You remember the story of Tamim ad-Dari? The Bukhari said, we will go with the story of Omar bin Khattab. In other words, the confusion is there, the lies are there about Dajjal, who Ibn Sayyad is, the stories that he narrated, and even the scholars, the Muslim scholars, there is no clear indication. Ibn Hajar, one of the classical scholars, he said the way we can reconcile between these two is that what Tamim ad-Dari saw was the actual Dajjal, and that Ibn Sayyad is one of the Dajjals. Okay, he is one of the Masih. Ibn Hajar, he said Ibn Sayyad is a jinn. Okay, he's a jinn. He took the form of Dajjal, then he left, but he will come back when Allah Azza wa Jal will expose or will let loose of Dajjal to us. So this is how the scholars they have mentioned. So when I was seeing these two Yahudi going to see the name of God appeared on the Temple Mount, dear my sisters, wallahi, the story of Ibn Sayyad came to my mind, and this is why I really want to talk to you about and show you the video, and then inshallah maybe we can make a few more comments. One thing I want to also mention, dear sisters, is that this kind of sign, okay, the name of God or the picture of God appearing to people is nothing new. We see sometimes they Photoshop those images. Sometimes it can be true that people see an image in the sky. For example, as you can see right behind me, you see that image? Okay, this is what they call the image of who? Jesus, Isa alayhi salam. And this can be photoshopped, or if it does appear, people, they want to tell the whole world that Jesus is true. Therefore, look at this sky. You see the image. This is the image of Jesus. When in reality, this has nothing to do with Jesus, Isa alayhi salam. But people do that. So this is nothing new. In other words, we have seen even Muslims, they find the name of Allah in animal, in animal skin or in fruit or some other things. So dear my sister, the point here is that we need to be very careful when we say or claim anything. Our religion is not a religion of symbol. You do not believe in Islam because you see a symbol of Allah or whatever it is. You believe in your religion because the message of Rasulullah SAW is pure, is clean. That's the only reason we believe in him and his message. Let's take a listen at this video, inshallah, and then we will make few more comments. That way you will know what these people found out about the image of or the name of God when they were going there to the Mount Temple. Okay, let's take a listen.
Yeah, do you see it? It's right here. Wow. Why I have to see by myself.
So these are the two, looks like either brothers or friends. So they are looking at the Mount Temple. They are talking to each other. Okay, this is the friend. He said, I don't believe in what you have seen unless I go and see it myself. So basically you see this one. Okay, let's let me. Okay, so this is what they saw. This one, okay, is one of the letters. I think is Yoda or Iowa, something like that. And this is the second letter, and this is the third letter, and this is the Temple Mount. Okay, this is where they saw the name of God. Let's take a listen. So this is where the name of God appeared, and these two friends, they went to see it.
We believe that the Messiah will come, will enter through this gate to the Temple Mount.
And they said that there are a lot of things that people say, but we don't believe in all of this until we see it ourselves. So they're pretty happy. They live in Jerusalem, obviously. These are the two friends. Okay, they live in Jerusalem, and they were going to see this sign of God appear on the Temple Mount, and they prove a point to the whole world that this is what is happening. As you can see, these are the people of Israel. They are praying. Okay, this is what they pray for, the people of Israel. And this is the story of this sign that appeared, according to them, quote unquote, their sign of God. Why this is important, dear brothers and sisters, is because a lot of people can easily be misled when it comes to Dajjal. They will believe in what the Yahudi they are preaching. They are in this video. Obviously, you can see they are showing you sign. They're showing you proof that look, Judaism is the true religion. Masih is gonna come. This is the gate where Masih will come. Okay, the gate is right there in between the walls. The reason we need to talk about this is because even Muslims, it can be very easy for us to doubt our version of the story. In fact, I had a brother, he said the hadiths, they are from Bible. I was like, what? He said, yeah, man, come on, take a look at the Bible and study the hadith, you will find same thing. I'm like, no, brother, the Bible, the hadith, they're not the same. He was talking about end of time because the Quran doesn't mention specifically about the end of time, the details. I was like, no, he's not, the Bible is not like that. The reason we need to talk about these things, especially when we see these things on the TV, is because it will give us some perspective, it will give us idea, it will give us knowledge to inshallah study more and find out the truth. I have few comments here. I will go inshallah with those soon. Dabbatul Ard and nose marked for the Dajjal government on humans. Dabbatul Ard. Okay, if you are following Shaykh Imran Hussain about Dabbatul Ard, I do not follow him. When he said the jasad is of the jasad of Dajjal, I completely was shocked. Where did he get this from? So no, if you're talking about the Imran Hussain, I don't follow him. Then Muhammad Hashim, assalamu alaikum bro, walaikum salam. T4A4, Dajjal is on Ireland. Allah alam where he is, which island he would be. Muhammad Hashim, what's your advice on Muslim youth getting skill with the correct approach to defend the future technology? Of course, we need to study or go to a vocational training or whatever it takes for us to get used to the technology that we are using today. We need Muslim to study, of course. Then we will find out if this technology, these companies, they are actually trying to trick us to give them our personal information, or how they will use those in the future, those data they collect. I heard that Yahudi is making the third temple. The third temple is actually underneath Masjid al-Aqsa. So what they're trying to do, Saif al-Ansari, so what they're trying to do is they're trying to occupy Masjid al-Aqsa. They want to take over the masjid so that they can easily go and worship underneath the masjid, which is the third temple. This is where exactly they will build the third temple, but they cannot go there because of the masjid. The Muslim and Waqt, the Jordanian government and Israeli government, they have this Waqt where they agreed that the Masjid al-Aqsa cannot be used by the Yahudi. But Yahudi, they want to go there because the third temple will be built there. A book called The Mahdi by Kenyal, bring out the fake Imam Mahdi, something to think about. Inshallah, you can share that with me if you have any more information about that book. I will definitely take a look, inshallah. Jazakallah khair, brothers and sisters, for tuning in. Like this video, share this video, inshallah. I'll see you soon again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.